AITA for telling my half-sister I don't care that our dad cheated on her mom with mine or that her mom's upset and humiliated by all the cheating. This is all one big huge mess and I don't know if I, 17F, can keep it short but I'll try. So my parents were married, expecting me and mom thought happily, when she found out dad was cheating on her with a woman they both knew called Mandy and had gotten her pregnant. She kicked him out and filed for divorce but had to wait until I was born to get the divorce finalized. Hannah, also 17F now, was born 4 months after me. Custody of me was one big clusterfuck my whole life. Sometimes mom had primary custody, sometimes they shared custody. My parents were always fighting. Mom and Mandy too. Mom hated Mandy and told me from a young age what happened between dad and her. Mandy hated my mom for messing with her job and exposing her as the other woman in a relationship. She told Hannah all that stuff and more. Both my mom and Mandy were arrested for attacking each other. I never liked Mandy. She wanted me to for a little while, I think, but as a young kid I gave her a very hard time for the affair and I told her she was gross and I always compared her to mom to make her feel bad about herself. And any time Hannah saw my mom she'd call her names or spit on the floor. So it's probably not a total surprise me and Hannah never had a good relationship. Until 5 years ago it was just the two of us when Dad and Mandy had 2 more kids through IVF. But I never called her my sister, half or otherwise, and I always said I was an only child. And Hannah would get mad at me for having extended family who spoiled me and did stuff with me while she only really had our dad's side who were never involved. I never loved Hannah. Ever. I still don't. I don't care about her or feel some kind of sisterly bond that I'd protect her from shit, nope. None of that, and I get more annoyed because we share a room at Dad's house now because of the twins. Whenever I'm at Dad's house we fight like crazy. At school we fight like crazy. She was suspended once for trying to attack me because I called her an affair baby. We're not nice to each other. I don't really like anyone in my family. Even mom. I feel bad for her but she also chose attacking Dad and Mandy over keeping me away from them, because she had that chance once or twice and instead chose to make their lives miserable. Dad told me I should hate him and Mandy for stuff that happened before I was born but I told him he's the starter of all this and he can't pretend he's innocent now. He admitted to me once that he regretted cheating on mom and he still loved her. That he was young and dumb and shit like that. Then a month and a half ago Mandy found out Dad cheated on her with my mom a bunch of times in the last 5.5 years, starting during her pregnancy with the twins. I had no idea. Apparently whenever I had a sleepover at my grandparents' house or he was working late when I was at his house, they were hooking up. And he hooked up with a bunch of others too. He's still living with Mandy. He wanted to get back together with mom but she said no. Mandy's freaking out. Hannah's pissed at me because when Mandy told us and broke down crying I told her it must be so awful to find out your husband cheated while you were pregnant and then said at least he didn't have an affair baby months after you gave birth. Hannah said I didn't need to be a heartless B*TCH and I told her it wasn't my job to pity her mom who did the same thing. She said her mom was humiliated by it all and Dad and my mom were the cause. I told her I didn't care about any of that and that I don't care about her mom at all. I said she was looking for the wrong person to feel bad for her. Turned into a big enough fight that Mandy made me leave. I went to mom's and my grandparents told my parents they were taking me to live with them. Dad's trying to fight that and he's dragged Hannah and the twins along twice to see me and he's trying to make me feel bad for what I said to Hannah. He also wants me to live with them. Hannah said I was blaming the victim and I told her that her mom was no victim in my eyes. My grandparents told Dad to leave and he wasn't to come back but he still calls and because he involved the court and the cops I'm afraid to block him. But he said I should at least apologize to Hannah and try to do better. I don't think he's right, but it looks like Hannah is spiraling or something now so it's clearly getting to her and I don't feel bad for her. But should I? And should I feel bad for what I said? AITA?